immigrants to come into the country legally, but you cannot have a job that has a leaf blower. It's too loud and too disturbing. All right.
What both of these candidates have to offer. We're going to do a little Insta-poll now. If you are feeling the Daquan World Star Powers campaign, let's give a like. Let's give a thumbs up like. You're feeling something. Next, yeah. All right, and if you're feeling the Mayor Dick Tompkins campaign, let's give another thumbs up like. All right, it is split right down the center. But everything can change before you end up voting at the end of the campaign here. The finest minds behind Bumble, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, and the KFC Double Down have united to create the voter user experience before you. What a trio, I know. Americans, get out your game grids, because we're going to play the general election! I just live like that music. The candidates and their teams will use all their wit and all the money they raised earlier to play this game. You in the audience will determine which square we play by shouting out the name of the move you want. Starting right now.
Special snowflakes!
I heard close quarters by someone here in the front. It was this gentleman right here. Can I get your name, please?
Sean.
Sean, how do you spell your name?
S-C-A-N.
Very important. Thank you so much. All right, Sean, where is the place you would not want to be trapped with someone who is like your arch nemesis?
The bathroom.
The bathroom. The bathroom. That's funny because that's exactly where we find both of the candidates at this exact moment, in the bathroom. Please come closer. Please come closer. Please come closer. Thank you.
Plop, plop, plop.
These, his toilets that you had installed in your house are quite strange.
I'm trying to run some prototypes to reform bathrooms.
So you're just testing the weirdest possible bathroom configuration.
It's not weird. First of all, you still have to sit next to each other. That's for space saving. I'm trying to build a soundproof box in each stall so that you don't hear me, I don't hear you. It's not awkward when we go wash our hands. And you're like, oh, someone doesn't have enough fiber in their diet. Be all weird. Like, I don't want that. So.
Well, I'm just your platforms are your platforms. I just am wondering why it's two toilets in one soundproof box.
Mayor Tompkins? Mayor Tompkins?
Yeah.
Do you want any of these leaves to wipe with, or do you have some leaves in there yourself?
I've got the trusty old driftwood. Okay.
Do not wipe your butt with driftwood.
This is all I need.
I have splinter-free toilet paper, so why would you just use that?
You know, paper is one of the leading causes of the destruction of forests. I'm not about it. I'm not going to support it. I don't need it. I have this.
You're not supporting the destruction of forests, but you carry around part of a dead tree everywhere you go. So where's the rest of that tree? Like you just took a chunk out of it.
Nature killed this tree.
Nature killed the tree.
This is a piece of driftwood from Puget Sound. Do you want to?
I don't.
Touch that.
You're always trying to give men your wood.
Sure.
Well, that got awkward. I don't know how long I could ignore that many fart noises. All right, America, where are we going next? Oh, there were many things that happened. I heard trash talk first, though. One candidate's trash is another man's treasure. Candidates, it looks as though you have some visitors in each of your recycle bins. Let's see what these opposition researchers have dug up.
God, this is disappointing. There's literally nothing in the recycle bin, so we're gonna have to try the trash can.
Well, surely he recycles. It's this whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, here's like a 6-pack plastic can holder. It's not even cut.
What?
Fish? The fish, the ducks, they're gonna get choked.
I'm choking.
You're choking. I can tell.
That's disappointing. Here's some bazooka bubble gum. Just like 1,000 wrappers of bazooka bubble gum.
God,
What's that?
It's the grossest gum.
It 5
2
seconds.
seconds.
So wait.
2
Don't even
seconds.
make sense.
No. Oh. Oh, I thought you got something.
No, this is all just shitty driftwood.
What is this? This is covered in blood. Oh my god. What is this? It's just like blood and hair. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a baby seal.
I heard
Oh my
they're
God.
delicious.
That's what I heard.
No, I read it. I read it. It
You
was
guys,
online.
he
It
does
was
not
online.
eat baby seals. That's disgusting. This one has no meat left in it. It's just the fur.
It's just teeth marks in it. Let's get back to the lab.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Hey, said this is the Audubon Society magazine. It says DeQuan. He's a subscriber.
Oh. Guess I would have never guessed.
Yeah, so funny. Looks like he has like a whole manual. It says written by DeQuan about how to start a fire in the woods without matches. That's so weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Guys, there's a whole bag of just printouts. Looks like just a whole bunch of like loose leaf printouts. It just says jail Keisha. Jail Keisha.
Hey,
Hey,
the other campaign found out about the Keisha thing.
what?
They found out.
Back.
Sorry, what was that?
Did you nothing to Quan? Oh, I think you were Quan.
Come on.
Okay, the other campaign found out about the Jail Keisha movement.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Do they have the Comcast bills?
No, I didn't hear about that. I don't know if they found out.
Okay, well they're never gonna tie us to this.
Okay. All right, well, I'll do what I can over here, but all the girls in the jail, you know, her buddies, they found out about it. They're pissed.
Is it sort of a prison riot situation?
I'm not going to say those words yet, but it got real.
Okay, well, keep.
So, hey, my break's over, all right? That's all I know, okay?
Okay, let's just keep this from DeQuan. He'll just lose his mind.
Mayor, yes. This is the bear that I found. It was lost his family. He was rummaging around outside of my house, and I found him. And that seal that you managed to feed to him. Well, this is what I used as nutrients to be able to support him, so that he could continue living, to be the bear that he is today. I'm honored to help the bear population continue to grow. He's slowly learning. Thank you. He's slowly learning. This is what happens when you take a bear away from the family for too long. Well, thank you for doing this photo op with me, and I do appreciate the Olympia view, the Olympia Zoo's work, and we're going to ship out bears are larger than you think. Up close. Do you want to just get in here and get a photo with him?
Listen, you'll get your money when you deliver us some real information about the campaign. We don't have you in that campaign as our mole for nothing.
I'm in this for the money, okay? Money is what's important, yeah, okay? All right, okay.
Baby seals and bears, this is what you're coming up with? I don't got you in that campaign for nothing.
You're a mole, goddammit! Act like one!
Honey. So, Sam, you lost your union job and this is all you can get.
Oh, so you seeing me in the bear suit doesn't get you excited
No,
anymore?
not anymore.
Not anymore.
It doesn't do what it did to me one night ago, okay? It's like a one-night thing.
Bad news. Daddy's not coming home. He was eaten by a bear.
All right. What's bears? little early, but if you had to make a choice, who would you pick?
Pull for World Star.
Home for World Star. All right, Tompkins campaign. You have an unusual advantage in this moment. As we all know, October is the surprisiest of months, and you now have an opportunity to deploy an October surprise of your own, either bolstering your race or taking down World Star.
Knock, knock. World Star, get out of here. You've been served. Keisha turned on you.
What? Who's Keisha?
I'll see you in court in 2 weeks.
You personally?
Well, no, they just hired me to hand those papers to
But
you.
why'd you say you'll see me in court then? You're just the guy who hands out the
Well,
sign.
I'd like to go check them out, see what's going on, but you're probably going to go down for this.
Who is this guy?
I'm not just the guy who handed me a summons. This is like the third one today. I don't even care.
All right, man.
Yes, I do find it quite disturbing that Taquan is.
What are you talking about? Like I'm not here?
Listen, I don't care that you're here. You can hear this. There is no difference between you and the rest of the American people who I'm trying to serve, and I would absolutely love your vote. It is despicable the way that Taquan has treated Keisha, and it is.
Name one thing you know about my relationship with Keisha.
Public records, being what they are, I know that she is divorcing you because
We were
you
never married,
abandoned her.
We were never married. America, we were never married. We were talking about it.
I'm just explaining court papers. That's all I'd like to see. And if that
Keisha
can
doesn't
happen,
know the process of, like, when we break up, it's not a divorce just because she was having my baby. We had to get married first. She didn't understand that.
okay, so you're abandoning a child, and
Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
I gotta move. What's up, man?
Listen,
Who's this?
I don't know.
here's some flowers. I'll see you on Valentine's Day.
Who's giving you flowers, Daquan?
I've never met this guy before.
He's handsome.
He is handsome, but he's giving me flowers. You didn't give me flowers. It's like the third time I've got flowers today.
just seeing the disrespect of Valentine's Day, it's not the kind of message that I think our children want to see.
Also, flowers is not disrespectful, man.
You're here still. Incredible.
Yeah, that's right. You can't get rid of us.
It's
What is that? Was that a movie? You have a spasm right there? Did you just have a stroke?
I don't know if strokes are funny to you or Valentine's Day and love means nothing to you, but that's what I'm hearing, that's what I'm feeling, and I don't know if the American people
I was given
want.
flowers by one man, and I was courting another man. I know Valentine's. Very sexually open. You're trying to put me.
Valentine's Day is not about.
It's about sex. I don't give a damn.
It's not.
All right, America, where are we going next?
Special snowflake.
I heard special snowflakes. I heard special snowflakes. I know that we have some crucial special interest groups in the hall this evening. If we have you here with us, could you please stand up so we know that you're here? Excellent, excellent. We're going to go this direction, so I'm going to start with you. Fraternal Order of Police.
Uh-oh.
Welcome. Your name, please. All right, Katie, could you give us a little insight into what the Fraternal Order of Police needs to see from the next president?
We just want to see who stands for law and order.
Law and order. Candidates, you have 30 seconds each to win the interest of this special interest group. We're going to start with Mayor Dick Thompson. You look ready to go, so let's get started.
It is an honor to be at this dinner with you, and what I would like to say is that in my America, everyone would have already spent a year living outside. I don't think that crime is going to be an interest to people once you are out there, living off the land, feeding yourself off of whatever nature provides. You're not going to need to steal.
Mayor Tompkins, we've rounded up 3 loud gum chewers in the back. I think we need the police's help to lock them up.
We do need to get these gum chewers off the streets, though. That's what I will tell you right now. Without a doubt, get them locked up immediately. Get this menace off of our streets. I will support you in whatever you need to make that happen. I hope I get your support. Thank you.
All right, come on. You have 30 seconds. Starts now.
Hey, what's up, 5-0? These are my white friends. Comes to law and order. We're all about it, right, guys? That's right. One of the things I'm doing is banning leaf blowers. So that's calls into you to come into neighborhoods and taking people to jail. That's a lot of paperwork and stuff. But we're all about law and order. Even the show. Keisha loves it.
That was part of her Comcast.
Yeah. I often come home and she's just like, it's like, oh, she was watching Law and Order, because that's how much we're about Law and Order. So we're gonna walk away slowly with our hands visible.
What do you think?
I think we're gonna endorse Daquan because they're the big part of the whole pizza issue.
All right, excellent. Come on. Remove your. Yeah, we need the necklace to signify the anniversary. All right. We're gonna move on now over here to Planned Parenthood. Thank you so much for being with us here this evening. Can I have your name, please? Amy. All right, Amy, what is important that Planned Parenthood needs to see from our next president?
Well, funding and support, obviously. And also we need them to support the woman's right to choose.
All right, same thing, and it's for each 2.5 seconds. This time we're going to start with Daquan. Do you need any backup before
No,
you
I'm
go
good.
in?
Amy knows me. I'm at Planned Parenthood all the time.
All right, 30 seconds.
How much more money do I need to give? I mean, I'm there.
No, you
every
give
day.
it enough.
I mean, I go out there a lot. She goes there to get her screenings and whatnot. And when Keisha talks, I listen. So, I'm not trying to get in that kind of a fight. You don't give a black woman attitude. So, I'm already for this. I don't even know why I got to tell you. We know each other. We've been out to dinner before. So, how much more I got to you to know this guy? So, good luck. Good luck selling. Good luck.
Well, I'm not going to tell your intelligence and say that all that Planned Parenthood does is perform abortions. I know that's probably only about 10% of the work you do. You are out there helping women live more productive lives. And that is deeply important to me. After a woman lives outside for a year, she connects with Mother Nature. She has all of the information she needs to do whatever she wants with her own body. And so, Planned Parenthood, I'm going to continue to fund you. I'm going to continue to support the good work that you do for the women in this country. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Amy, it's a tough choice, but who are you going to endorse?
This is so hard. I'm gonna have to choose. Has either of you gotten someone pregnant and they have an abortion?
Don't say anything. No, of course, no.
Well, Red Lobster on Tuesday?
I'm not going to go far, though, because we have Big Pharma here in the back.
I know her, so that's not.
Please pardon that. It's such a pleasure to have you here today, sir. Thank you so much. Can I have your name, please?
Michael.
Michael, thank you again. And what is Big Pharma looking for? What is really important to Big Pharma right now that you need?
We're going to make sure that people get high-quality drugs for cheap and make sure that it doesn't affect their insurance premium. So which of the candidates can do a better job for that?
That is excellent. Very sensible. I enjoy that. We're going to start with Daquan. We're going to start with Daquan.
I'm going to start when we're talking about high-quality drugs. All right.
30 seconds.
I'm going to say that I'm from that life. I'm trying to save young kids from that life. So we're talking about high-quality drugs that don't increase your premiums. I'll be quite honest with you, a lot of people where I come from can't even afford health insurance. So I feel like I gotta solve that problem first before I can even come and help you. If people get health insurance first, then we can talk about how much it's gonna cost them. I can't speak to Big Pharma. I don't, a lot of my people, they don't have health insurance, man.
All right, Mayor Tompkins, your thoughts?
Well, money doesn't see color. Disease also doesn't see color.
That's sickle cell, man.
Again, I have to go right to the black disease. So Circular is getting distracted from what really matters to you, which is selling as many drugs as possible. I'm going to make that happen by making people live in the woods. You cannot imagine that are crawling around outside. You will have to go out into nature probably to figure out new cures to cure all of the chronic diseases that Americans will have after living outside.
All right. Who do you think Big Pharma is going to endorse?
That could go to Quan.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, we kind of know that's from that song, right? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. If only we had Ricky Dynamite here, he might know the rest of that song. All right, that means that we are halfway through the general election. So how are we feeling, America? Oh, we want to go to Punt Patrol. That's actually a good thing to play right after we get halfway through. We know games like Crosstalk, Crossfire, all of that. We're going to see what some real experts have to say, the political media elite, about the campaign so far.
Matt Haversham, Toledo Sun-Times, let me get you in here on this. Is Tompkins actually suggesting we live in the woods?
1 year, it's like a sabbatical, and it's actually polling pretty well in everywhere but the big cities. So across the Midwest, he's polling strong. In South Dakota, he's really strong. He's looking to pull out there. You know, it's going to be tough in New York City. He's got very low numbers.
Very low numbers. Joe Sperduto, former candidate, I want to get your take on this. You're currently for DeQuan. Is Keisha jailed or is she free? Clear this up.
Everyone find my friends. She's free.
She's free.
And Applebee is right now.
Keisha is free. Are they together? Are they separate? Why can't we get a clear answer from the DeQuan World Star campaign?
Well, because Quan knows, okay? I mean, if I knew, I'd be running for president still, right? I'd still be in the race, but I don't know. Quan knows.
Stuart Sappers, our poll guy. Stuart, how is any of this polling with DeQuan? Keisha, we don't know where she is.
Look, we're having a big problem with polling, all right? And I am a 35-year polling veteran, all right? I've been polling everywhere, and it just seems that a lot of DeQuan's supporters, they're hard to reach.
Sure. You can't find them.
You can't find them,
And that's a problem. Maggie Moffat, Chicago Tribune. What is your take on this idea of him carrying driftwood everywhere?
It's about time you got to me. I was last. Why am I always last?
Okay, it's
On this show, I just want to be first once.
It's because these guys have more seniority than you, and we talked about this backstage. We are live.
Can I plug my show now? Jake Masters, ESPN2, 8 a.m. We break down the best game of the week. I really diagram plays. A lot of fun.
We said we would do that last. Maggie, I'm letting you in here, but I want to comment on the driftwood. Is it symbolic? Is he actually wiping his ass with it?
Have you ever tried to wipe your ass with driftwood?
I have not.
Well,
It's smooth.
it's smooth. And it's a real trend that he's looking to start here. 5 in 10 Americans, or 1 in 2 Americans, depending upon how you want to do your math, are thinking about an alternative to wet wipes and toilet paper. The driftwood could catch on. It's catching in all over Washington State, especially now.
That was a. Is this? Are we live from? I want you to give me better signs. Okay. Okay. That was a clip from Bears.
They're on something.
No, it's a campaign vehicle put out by the Tompkins campaign. I want you to answer. What's DeQuan going to do in response to this?
Well, I'm advising Quan on this every day, okay? Because as we know, I had a 6-2 record against the Bears in my career. They're weak on the defensive line, okay? So you actually want to hand it off as much as I want to throw it. You want to hand it off to attack them right where they are.
You know, we asked you on, and I don't want to.
Tape Masters, 8 a.m. every Sunday morning.
And off. America, where are we going next? Nice knockers. To you and your own. Door-to-door canvassing is a revered political tradition in America. Let's take a peek at both campaigns' ground games. And we're going to start with DeQuan's team.
Yes.
Thank you, Sean.
You are Sean.
Yes.
Nailed it.
And your partner?
Yes.
Jason.
Jason, you don't have that. Let's add that on there.
I'm gonna write it in right now.
All right. You two look like sensible humans. Okay. Who are you feeling right now in the campaign?
Thinking maybe.
Not the first we've been at, and that's fine. That's fine. Is it true that you are American homosexuals? That's what I have. This is just in our paper. No! No!
Are you kidding? No. We prefer it.
Yeah.
Hello. Have some craft bourbon.
Do you know that Mr. Thompson, Mayor Thompson, believes that you guys should get some breaks and spend some time outside?
We love the outdoors.
Well,
What a coincidence!
here's a little apple sapling tree. So just go put that in your backyard. Oh my God, I'm sorry I'm late. The metro was so behind. This is ridiculous.
That's okay. So this is kind of a tough discussion because Rob sent us over here, and we just want to know, like, why aren't you nicer to Rob? I mean, he's your boyfriend, and it just
We're really concerned about him. Like, we're just really concerned. We just.
he's for sure at a low point.
Hi, Bowers campaign. Anyone home? We're white volunteers.
Oh, come on in. Sorry.
Hi. Have you decided who you're voting for this election season?
I'm still on the fence.
Oh, well, that's great. We have good news. We actually have an apple tree that we'd love to plant in your backyard if you're willing.
We've got our own shovel.
Yeah.
We'll take care of it.
Oh, no, I am not comfortable with people coming into my backyard.
I'm not either, girl. I feel you. That is weird. Don't do that. All right, America, where are we going next? Portland. Lovely. Americana. Let's take a look at how a traditional, run-of-the-mill, everyday American nuclear family is talking about the race around the table.
hard was it?
I want you two to stop fighting. It upsets me. Gives me angina. I know that you're on different sides of this campaign. I don't care.
I sent you to camp. Do you know how much that cost?
How much?
$3,400 a summer! I sent you every summer to High Meadows!
Can we please stop fighting? All this fighting is giving me ingenue.
You know how to build a fire from nothing but sticks! And you're voting for that YouTube who's his face with the backdoor jailbird?
But I mean, like, he has stuff like, I commented on his last video and I said, hey Quan, can you tell me what it is to launder money? And he responded back. And he showed a how-to guide on how to launder money. It was amazing.
My own wheat plants.
I launder.
You don't know how to take care of those weed plants without your High Meadows training. What would Camp Counselor Steve think of you now?
I always thought that Steve was a little handsy. I didn't like how long he held those hugs.
Even thinking about Steve right now is giving me onomatopoeia.
I don't know anything about YouTube, and I try and stay away from the internet because that's how they did 9/11. And I do like the show Law and Order, especially SVU, and so I'm voting for Daquan World Star as well.
When I think about Daquan possibly being president, it makes me feel all Marissa Hargitay.
What are you gonna do in the event of nuclear fallout? How are you gonna survive? What is World Star doing for those zombie apocalypse circumstances? That's what I want to know, because my candidate isn't in the race anymore.
In the event of an apocalypse,
We have the basement.
no,
Nobody helps me look through those cans every weekend like I've asked you to do. They need to be turned. Quarter of a turn every 5 days. Okay, like we talked about, and then purge the old ones. You guys are gonna come find me. All right? You're gonna come find me when you're scared. You're gonna come in the routes that I gave you in your wallets. It's a tiny roll-up.
that survivalist candidate didn't have a chance, and we both know it.
I'm voting for him. I'm writing it in.
You're wasting your vote.
I'm not wasting my vote. I think he's gonna keep me safe.
You know who would rock this election, but he's not in it either. It's Mr. Dynamite.
I thought you were going to say Steve. Because you have a special relationship with it, and I've interfered with the letters. I see that he still sends you the letters, and I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
It's a strong relationship, and you build those at camp, in the outdoors when you are surviving.
I don't want to go there anymore. I want to be in a city with Daquan.
Lots of contention at the dinner table. Where are we going next, America?
Better halves.
Better halves. Everyone is so polite tonight. So polite. I heard it come somewhere around this end. Ma'am, what is your name? Katie. Katie, do you support any non-for-profit organizations or charities? I do. Could you name one of them for me? I prefer not to. That is fair. That is fair. Anyone over here support charity? Gives to charity? Yeah. Sir, what is your name?
Sean.
Sean, how do you spell your name?
S-H-A-W-N.
Wow! This is excellent. Sean, what charity do you support?
Folds of Honor.
Could you tell me a little more about what they do?
It's for veterans who have served, who have been injured, have a difficult time finding a job, or having a mortgage and making payments.
I appreciate that. Coincidentally enough, we find both of the significant others of our candidates at an event for this organization, and we'll see what happens next.
I'm glad we both came.
Me too.
I don't think Daquan would even care.
No, it's showing that like we care about him. You know, we're like
Get along for the sake of getting along.
They,
Yeah.
Go along to get along.
I'm just periscoping for Kesha.
All right. It's Keisha.
All right, Shola.
I just sold Periscope.
I'm keeping your man happy, okay?
I'm keeping your man as happy too, Keisha.
Hello.
Oh,
hey.
Hi. I'm Gladys. I'm Vicky's wife.
Hi. I'm Roderick.
Sarah?
This is say just way high.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
That's my girl.
This is Keisha.
I don't know if this is appropriate, but I've never seen 3 people so shiny before. I feel like all your clothing is just like exploding with light. It's like looking at the Aurora Borealis in human form.
Oh, well, actually, some of these veterans helped me get dressed today. They're working on helping people get work clothes. You know, that thing where they go out and like help people get interviews and whatnot.
Yeah, I get it. Financial literacy.
Yeah, they've been collecting suits and whatnot, you know, to get people. So they gave me this to wear, and thank you. I do feel good in it.
It's good to meet you. You're not as weird as I thought you would be. Because did you really live outdoors for 2 whole years?
You know, we did. And I'll tell you what, at first it was rough. And at some point, you get the bloodlust. And once you have...
Oh, yeah! Yeah, I've had that.
I once had to clear gonorrhea completely on my own, but I've never had
Yeah, when your blood just starts pumping, and you know it's between you and someone else, and you either have to kill or be killed.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, it's traditional fight or flight.
So you killed because you're here.
I did.
Who did you kill?
It's not who, but what. And how
What
many.
did you? How many of what did you kill?
Exactly.
Oh, girl, Keisha, she freaky.
Right? You want bears. I see you want bears. I did, didn't I? Did you kill a bear? I did.
You know, Dequan is down with that bloodlust. You know, I'm just saying when we hang out, you know, like you're there a little bit extra on Wednesday, and I'm there a little bit early on Wednesday.
The timeshare situation, it works out.
You know.
Are you guys talking about the presidential candidate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything.
What?
I'm just a task rabbit.
All right, America. Where shall we go next? Tally-ho, rally-ho. We all know a successful campaign is one that gets the voters excited. We need some pep in our step. Let's visit our candidates' rallies to see what kind of fervor they're fueling, and maybe even some special guests. Who knows?
Ladies and gentlemen, Baltimore's own son, Daquan World Star.
Thank you, America. What's up? Come know what it is. We're working hard on the campaign trail for you, all right? We haven't forgotten about you, all right? We're still gonna revamp those toilets. We're gonna make them soundproof. We're still gonna plant a tree. We're still gonna plant a tree in your backyard unless you don't feel comfortable with people coming in your backyard. Ask first. Do.
Hey, Keisha's free! Where Keisha's free? You're lying! You lied, y'all!
That's my uncle, y'all. There's always one drunk Uncle Lou. Thanks. What?
What's wrong with you doing?
Uncle Terry, sit down.
Just
stand up. I better get a ride home. You're on fire from standing all day.
Hello, everybody. It's Bear Grylls here, and I'm going to introduce to you the greatest candidate for president you've ever seen. Now, I spend a lot of time outdoors, and I can endorse this guy. He went out with me for 2 months, and he was showing me stuff I didn't know how to do. So here he is, your next president, Magic Tompkins.
Thank you guys for being this amphitheater with me outdoors. Look at this river! This is where we belong. We were born outside. We lived in caves for a time. And that never stopped
she can become a more open.
Quan's here. I heard there's problems with Rod and his girlfriend. I don't want to put his girlfriend in counseling. I don't know why we are assuming that she's the problem. Maybe Rod has a problem.
Come on, no.
I'm saying, y'all can come hang out with me anytime you want. We can make a YouTube about it. And we have relationship problems. That's all I'm saying, is that we don't just need to just jump to conclusion that she's crazy, Rod's probably crazy.
Now you've heard from my opponent that I don't know how to give advice to couples. Well, his girlfriend has been in jail, in and out of jail. He hasn't supported her. He bailed her out, but then sent her right back. Now, America, that's not what we need. What we need,
you guys may have heard from my opponent. Who said that I jailed Keisha. Look, I didn't jail Keisha. My website suffered a DDoS attack. Not a server attack, all right? And I had to be on the phone with Comcast, and they weren't giving me nothing, so Keisha said, give me the phone. And the rest is history.
I mean, I don't know if we should do this now in front of everybody, but like, why don't we communicate better? I just want to talk to you. I just want Rob and my girlfriend. Just like, we need to be here. In the middle of this crazy election, I don't know. Is it stupid?
Rob, who's this?
Oh my. Well, we all know that those two strange sound cues together means that it is sadly the end of the general election. But we've done some really great work here today, and we have seen a lot happen, haven't we? So before we get into the polls, candidates, you're going to have 2 minutes each to say your final words and convince some of these Americans who may be on the fence to vote for you. Let's start with Mayor Tompkins.
America, outside are where our answers lie. When each American wakes up underneath the stars and sees the grand firmament above, the flora and fauna at their heels, hawks, doves, bears, otters. They're more than just our friends. They are our guides to a better, safer world. To enjoy that world, we are going to have craft bourbon. We are going to drink that craft bourbon on safe, consistent public transit across the nation. And we are going to go to couples counseling together, America, with Ron and his girlfriend, and we're going to work it out. We are going to work it out. America, my final ask for you today is that you vote with your heart and that you bring a knife, some matches, and enough water to last you until you find your own fresh dream. I'm Mayor Dick Tompkins, and I'm fighting for you, America. Thank you.
Mr. Bowers, let's hear from you.
What's up, America? Well, I know what it is. So you guys know about my platform about cybersecurity, you know, the cyber streets, trying to clean those up. Because that's the big danger out there right now. But I'm also still working on getting that soundproof toilet. I'm also helping the environment by planting a tree, if you want, in your backyard. And I am still going to ban leaf blowers, all right? I was lucky enough to get backed by Big Pharma, Planned Parenthood, who knows me personally, and even, ironically enough, the fraternal owner of the police. So I don't want to say that, you know, these issues aren't serious. They are serious, but You have questions, and Quan know what it is. So now we're gonna back up slowly and hope that you go for it. Thank you, America.
I'm sorry, Bear, you're not. Please get the sparrows. Let's give one final patriotic round of applause to all of our candidates as they leave the hall. This is now a polling place. All of our assistants now are pulling out the ways that you are going to vote for who is going to become president. You have two options. You can either begin a text to 223333, and into that text you will place the 6-digit code to vote for either Bowers, World Star Bowers, or Dick Tompkins. Or you can access a platform on your device via pollev.com/POTUS, and you can select who you'd like to choose from. Now, when you are done voting, please put your devices down so that I am aware that you have concluded. The tension in the room is so thick, I can cut it with a cheese knife. Figuring it out, America? Figuring it out? It's a tough choice. When you're done, please put your phone to bed. Is this good? Yeah? No, we're still working on it? These guys know we're still working on it? How about this section? We're good? We're good, America, on this section? How about this section? Good? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, we're still figuring it out back here? If you need to do it. Take your time. You're figuring it out, America? Everybody good? Almost there? Dropping out? Good. All right. All right, all right. Our ballot counters are working faster than the speed of light to count up all of these votes as fast as possible. Sit tight, and we're going to announce the winner of the election in 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, your next president of the United States of America is Daquan Bowers.
Keisha's coming home, but the address is changing. Thank you, America. Thank you. We're going to do great work together.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe.